Do you want me to clap once per minute?
No, it's really not a big deal.
I'm just going to keep clapping the whole episode.
I have this new character that I'm showing you guys, this new NPC. It's
Clap Jester.
Clap Jester. Elder Moonbark's Clap Jester.
He's a glove golem.
Last time on Pretend Friends, our intrepid adventurers walked 15 feet and met a new friend. A apparent dinosaur named Rico, who seems to be some kind of fancy, magical, spit-spewing new friend.
Buy the toy!
Based on Ken's advice, they headed into the forest, the nearby Perch Wood, to find Ken's Treekin folk, who might know something about necromancy afoot in Takby. Everybody, gear up. We're heading to the fairy world. Woo!
Woo! Damn fey folk.
So last we left off, you were all standing in this grove where Treekin were holding council, and you have met Ken you know to be Elder Moonbark, and she seems to be welcoming you home.
Welcome home, Lord Treebark.
Nah, you got like sunned the second you got in there. Like, can I kind of try and read the vibe here? Like, is this like a kneel in front of the elder scenario? Is this more like a casual thing? I know there's a ring of treekin around us. Like, does this feel like an execution?
Nah, no, there's no like threatening vibe. Like the pixies brought you here at spear point just to make sure you weren't going to cause any trouble, but it doesn't. You don't feel like you're being threatened, and in fact, the treekin you can see in this clearing, they aren't moving forward or anything. They don't seem to be advancing in a threatening manner.
I wasn't threatened by them toothpicks anyway, man.
Yeah, right. I ain't afraid of the pixies.
As you're all standing here in this clearing, the pixies kind of disperse from around you, and you see them all kind of fly back toward the treekin and make their way into each tree's branches and leaves and just kind of take up perches there.
It's super magical.
Yeah. Not all of us have pixies that live inside of us, though.
Yeah, it's like, those are like their Sweetums.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're their slaves. We don't know how they're set up.
Yeah, we
don't know how their situation is.
We don't know the geopolitics of pixies and trees.
Sweetums, are you a slave, man? Because I don't think so.
Just throw the little acorn out.
Either yes or no.
I'm getting like way back and forth on this Sweetums character.
She's a lovable little scamp, even despite her acorn throwing and stink eye giving.
I like elbow Ken and be like, Ken, ask Elder Moonbark about the necromancy and stuff.
I'm getting there.
Ask him.
And what's with this purple stuff?
So Ken looks at Elder Moonbark and just be like, well, it looks like you've done well for yourself here. You've done pretty good.
We've got like a backstory.
There's a drama.
Yes, I would imagine last time you were here, it was my predecessor who greeted you.
Yes. Whose name is...
You've forgotten already, have you?
Three-Man Jones.
Jim Sunwood.
I like Sunwood.
Sunwood is a good name.
Mm-hmm.
Sunwood and Moonbark, guys.
We have a theme.
Listen,
Nobody said that the tree folk are creative, all right?
Branch Davidian.
Holy shit!
I think it's been long enough. I think we can use that.
Yeah. We can take that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know David. Are you guys cool? You guys cool?
David Korash.
Korash is a
Cool
really
Ash.
good one, actually. Sorry.
For what it's worth, his name was Scrollbeard, but I feel like we're so far beyond it now. I think we left that somewhere in the past.
I like Scrollbeard.
Skullbeard's good.
Oh, David Scrolby? Yeah, I know that guy. The scroll
Elder
man? What happened to the scroll man?
Old scrolls.
Yeah, where's Scrollby at? I'm seriously asking her that.
You seriously? Are you putting it like that to her?
Yeah, where's
Where's Scrollby at?
He's so hitting on her.
Maybe.
Okay, so you're asking Elder Moonbark
Where
this.
Scrollby is.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but Scrollbeard was felled some 250 years ago
Say what?
by human hands.
I hate those guys.
They're the worst.
Dude, good thing I'm not a human anymore. During this, when I heard the
Hey.
word Scrollbeard, I tried to take some of my Sudoku puzzles
make
and
a
make him
beard.
into a little beard. And then I nudged Tindy and was like, yeah. And when she said that he's dead, I get rid of him. I'm like, no.
You're like, oh god, I've already done one culturally insensitive thing today. I can't do two.
And I'm like, Papo is probably really insensitive to twee people.
I'd eat them. I just started.
That's worse.
Yeah, I was gonna say somehow worse.
That's much worse.
I cough it out. I stamp on it. I sit.
Oh God!
So you sit on it trying to look casual. Moonbark kind of is looking at you a little bit and then just turns back to Ken.
Yeah, I'm like looking over my shoulder. I'm just like,
At,
back to her.
at least they're not looking at the zombie.
I'm sorry, I know that you and Elder Scrollbeard were close, but you have been away a long time, my child. Why are you here?
well, we ran into a little bit of an issue in town. I was working with my friend over here. I point to Snorkul.
Hello.
Greetings.
Took him shopping in town, and heard a thing about maybe some necromantic activity going on in town.
Yeah, we were in Takby and we saw a zombie and it was scary, and then we lit a house on fire.
I lit a house on fire.
That's
I'm
true.
feeling my cool crimes.
This is my friend Tindy, my weege.
I
And I do a curtsy.
And this over here is Deadward and Rico.
Hello.
There is a
Hi.
funereal hush over this grove. There's not even crickets. It's so quiet.
Those crickets are like, shh, shut up, everybody.
You hear a cricket chirp and it's like cut off halfway through, like
friend,
somebody
yeah.
just put a little hand on it.
We're all trying to be quiet here, Jerry.
I start making cricket noises.
the crickets are on break, I think.
And I'm Snorkul.
It's interesting to me, my child, that you would ask me about necromancy,
Like, haha, interesting?
considering who your travel companions are.
What are you talking about? What are you saying?
Oh no, he's just my snack.
Yeah, he was like a totally normal guy until Rico just ate all his skin off his body.
Yeah, I was like super hungry. It was totally all my fault.
It's Rico's fault.
I'll just go.
He's just a regular bag of bones.
Yeah, I don't like raise dead people or anything. That's just I don't.
But
do
you
that.
would give them a raise if they worked for you, right?
Well, yeah, they should get the same pay as everybody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you blaming the victim here? I mean, like, seriously.
Yeah,
I
that's,
mean, it's not like the fairy situation you guys got going on with the tree. I like to pay people.
Snorkul would like to calmly argue
Excuse me?
on behalf of... this is going to get harder. He's like, I'll step in, I won't step in.
A bunch of pixies fly out from a couple of the trees and just kind of start buzzing near you, Deadward. Just like around you.
You guys should get paid for what you're doing.
We do get paid, asshole. That's kind of fucked up, man.
I mean,
Yeah, man, read the room.
We're outside.
Rico, whose side are you on here?
I love Rico.
Read the forest. God.
Read the clearing.
Rico wants to use empathy and see if he can ingratiate himself, especially with these feisty ones around Deadward.
With the pixies? Okay.
Yeah,
Give me charm empathy, I guess.
Okay.
Are you trying to say something to them to get them on your side? Because that's more persuasion.
Yeah, or use my oneness to crack a good joke that they would be like, oh yeah, Rico's invited to the cookout kind of thing.
Okay, diffusing the situation with humor.
Charm. That's charm perform.
Okay, oh shit, I have 0 All right, no, I have 1 because of a hat, and 1 because
True.
I'm not dying. That is a grand total of nothing.
Oh.
0 successes. Big fucking surprise on that, though, by the way.
Yeah, you chose a very broad scope for this.
Give us
for
the
this
joke that you tell that.
No.
The gods have spoken.
Rico's like, hey guys, do you want to hear a joke? And then everyone waits for you to tell a joke, and
No crickets.
just really,
No
it's
crickets.
it wasn't the mood for a joke, so you just kind of stay quiet, and all the pixies are just looking at
Read
you.
the room, Rico.
You just hear Jerry the cricket go, "Yikes!"
You said it, Jerry.
Just saying. Rico suffocates on a jar of preserves suddenly. Just
He
very.
died as he lived.
The stomach glass finally kicked in.
I feel like Snorkul's got to smooth some stuff out.
You can certainly try.
Okay,
I've got incendiary things to say if Snorkul can't.
that is
figure
the
this out.
opposite of.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is a crucial mediating point that you have here.
I just want to eat a bag of chips real slowly.
Eat a bag of roasted crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crumble up some papers.
These cherries are real good.
Okay, I would like.
Man, if the crickets hated us before, then we started eating their friends.
We are not ingratiating ourselves.
Jerry!
I would like to argue on behalf of Deadward's
crickets?
moral fiber.
Oh, okay.
It's like a measure of a man right now.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
All right.
As he lacks all other fibers, so.
Yes.
Nice. That's fucking great.
Damn.
Brilliant.
Yeah, argue on my moral calciums.
The marrow, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a Marrow merit pun, but it's not really coagulating.
I already have a Marrow pun in my name, so
Well,
It's true.
you've just thought of everything.
All right. What do you? So,
I'd like to give an impassioned speech on behalf of Deadward.
well, how is this a grandiose speech? Are you putting on a show, or is this just like a impassioned plea?
This is an impassioned plea from the bottom of my heart.
Okay. Presence persuasion.
Okay. Whew, okay. Not looking good. And all right, if I'm gonna push this thing as hard as I can because I feel like it'll go bad if I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start talking if you don't. do
Yeah. I
anything
mean, I know how many successes you have to beat right now because I just flipped. So.
Okay, well I'll give it to you now. I don't think I met that goal because I blasted all of my drive and my hero point
my.
No.
for 2 successes.
So what's the plea? What do you?
Oh wait, I'm healthy. 3 successes. Okay.
Nice.
I say, Deadwood is a friend. My name is Snorkul. I've known Deadwood for a very long time.
yeah, like 12 hours.
I feel like I'm a good judge of character, and Deadwood is undead, but he's also a very close friend, and he is determined to get to the bottom of this abuse of necromancy. And I respect him as a journalist first, so I would ask that you extend him the same courtesy. And I don't expect you to trust Deadward, but I do expect that you allow for trust to blossom.
Yeah, what he said.
You tell him.
Moonbark takes a couple steps closer, and you can see as she moves that her birch-like limbs are kind of frail. She seems a little unsteady as she moves forward, and you get the general impression this is a very old tree. And she leans kind of over all of you except for you, Snorkul. She's about at eye height for you.
I'll kneel.
Okay. She leans over all of you to kind of look at you, Snorkul, and then look at Ken. There is this kind of searching expression. An interesting point you're making here. Friends take many forms. However,
Even trees.
Yeah, turn it on them. That's right, dude.
I pant and wag my tail like a dog.
fascinating.
I'm not sure if Elder Moonbark would know that that's a weird thing for anyone to do.
They've seen dogs before. They don't they don't not leave the forest.
Dogs
They
pee
just
on
live
them,
here.
Kevin.
Yeah, they know what a dog.
Okay, fair.
She looks directly at you, Ken, and says, "I would imagine, though you've been away some 300 years now, you would remember the old ways. We do not accept his kind here, as sweet as he may be."
I would
She
argue.
likes you.
I just have to argue. I'm gonna stick with Snorkul here. This is what got us in the problem in the first place, and I think we need to open up and be a little more open-minded. Is all I'm saying.
What was the noise? I can't. Josh, you're not on screen. Was that you?
Tindy's eating stuff.
Eating chips.
Jesus, I just heard this deep slurping noise in my ear.
Where did you get flaming hot Doritos in a fantasy universe?
Got those tacos.
You have a bag of chili jerky. You're just sucking on it.
Slurping some jerk.
I'm slinging this jerk.
Do you have to do that,
Sorry, tree lady.
strange gnome?
Your Highness, tree lady. Sorry.
It's just elder, but appreciated. Listen,
Yes, your Majesty.
Dude, though, you're like a birch. You're not an elderwood tree.
Yeah.
Rico, we gotta stop eating chips too. We gotta stop with shit.
and my child, what in the fuck has gone on in your life since I last saw you?
I love this elder.
Man. Yo, this birch is crazy.
These are not the people I remember you keeping company with. Is it just me? Am I too old now? What happened?
I've kept company with tons of different people. I've gone around the world. I've seen different people, and I've taken care of different people. And I'm just saying, I think we're a little closed in here with our fairies and our crickets. That all just listen to us and don't ever ask any questions. That's all I'm saying.
I really don't know what you have against crickets.
Mostly Jerry.
Jerry was a really big jerk to me before I left. Okay, honestly, he was 10% of the reason I left here.
All right, well, he had a lifespan of maybe 6 months. You could
Yeah, he was a dick for all 6 of them.
you could have waited that out.
Could have waited that out.
I love this magical universe where truly anything can happen.
How long crickets live?
Really.
I'm not critiquing your desire to leave the wood. We all do.
It sounds like it.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that input from you.
Deadward, you're gonna get fucking killed.
We're in tree detention right now, and we just can't stop.
They're in the principal's office and Deadward is talking back.
Bring it down
I was agreeing.
Let's just
block later.
And Ken,
Hey, man, sometimes you gotta speak truth to power, all right?
Usually this is me. This is a whole new thing for me.
She's just like an old lady tree, and you guys are like, fuck authority.
well, Ken is being his purest, teenage angst version of a Treekin that he can be.
Yeah, dude, Ken rolled in with his gang, dude.
Ken's going through it. Moonbark kind of leans back a little. Perhaps you have a point, and we should expand our horizons. However, I'm not sure this is the time. With necromancers running amok in Takby, and this person standing in front of me, I would imagine this is exactly the time to be cautious.
Well,
She called you a person. That's a step.
I mean,
yeah, we're
I'll
going.
take
Yeah, we're
that.
here. What if you guys give us a little bit of a lead on what we can do about this necromancy situation, and if Deadward can help us out, maybe he can prove that they're not all so bad.
I mean, maybe you guys forget I was a person and I did prove myself, and now I have another opportunity to prove myself in this new life.
That's great. It's a second chance. It's
I
great.
would like a second chance to prove myself in my second life.
Your Highness, this guy speak maybe.
Again, it's Elder.
There's no royalty here, my love.
If you think about it, skeleton bones are just the tree trunk of the body.
Absolutely, yeah.
Bones are like bark.
Yeah.
All right. This is getting
Yeah.
slightly sacrilegious here.
I'd like to back up what Ken said and be like, yes, give us a chance to rid Takby of necromancy, apart from the one we like. And
Ken, you're aware that the issue with necromancy for the Fae is that the Fae consider the cycle of life and death sacred. Mm-hmm. And the idea is when you are returned to the earth, you grow new seeds and you become something new. Mm-hmm. And that is considered sacred itself. And the idea that any living being would refute that is deeply insulting to the Fae. They also had a really bad run-in with some liches some 1,000 years ago and just kind of never got over it. Mm-hmm. But they tell themselves it's the religion thing. Anyway.
Just like religion.
So you're aware of kind of the social connotations that they maybe are not they're not particularly mad that Deadward exists, but they don't like him being in their space.
Uh-huh.
It's still prejudiced, but they're not like openly.
Right.
They're not going to hurt him.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not
Still
going to
better
attack.
than like what people would do to him, right?
Yeah. Because in Takby he had to like super be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
necromancers are like the millionaires and billionaires of life energy. They're not helping the economy any. Everything's just pulling it up there.
They're just a crew in power,
Wow.
right?
I mean,
Take.
maybe that's your outlook on necromancy, but that's not my outlook on necromancy.
Only 1% of people are necromancers, so he's got a point.
I mean, we're this is like 1,000 PL, all right, post-lich, and I think we all need to get with the times and grow up a little and be a little more accepting of other things and other ideas about life and death.
Yeah.
Trees, ever think about that?
Wow.
She's taking it in right now.
She gives like a long look at the other Treekin. Some of them are now currently raising their hands to their faces to like awkwardly kind of pretend to not be looking or something. They're like shuffling their feet a little bit. They're really uncomfortable at this point. Elder Moonbark seems to kind of pause for a second and then says, "All right. If you wish to leave this forest with your new friend, I propose you do us a bit of a favor.
Sure.
Go on.
I don't have any details for you about the necromancy in Takby. I could not possibly tell you who it is, but you might get that information from Larkspur."
Who's that?
Larkspur.
Yes, for my friends, please explain who that is.
Ken, you don't know who this is.
Okay. I also don't know who that is.
Or is it a place? Is it a place or a person?
Larkspur is... And she kind of looks to another older-looking Treekin, and they exchange the kind of glance that parents do when they don't want to tell their kids something very adult.
I blink very innocently at the tree people.
Okay.
So you're saying he's a leather daddy? No.
Larkspur is a messenger of sorts.
We have a messenger with us, too.
Yeah, man. It's totally cool.
Not that kind of messenger.
Is he like a messenger from like beyond?
You could say that.
Like, I'm into like this spirit magic stuff too. We would have like a lot to talk about.
Maybe they could be like a mentor for you, Rico.
Oh, that's not wise. Listen, just ask your questions of them. Try not to give anything away too freely.
Uh-oh.
You can say that again, ladies.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't.
Sorry, Your Majesty-ness. I'll go on with
Tindy.
your speech.
Tindy, if you could go over in that corner and slurk that jerky over there, a little quieter.
Jerry!
It's been years, Jerry.
He's dead. He's still dead. He
Just a tiny little gravestone.
died 299 years ago. Unbelievable.
1,000 PL to 1,000 PL.
Be cautious in your dealings with Larkspur, but I do believe that's where you might get your answers. Also, if you could just do us a solid, Ken, to prove that you're, not going to betray us all, would you please deliver this And she extends a leafy hand, and another Treekin steps forward with a little basket full of like fruits and different leaves and pieces of wood, and hands the basket over to you, Snorkul. Deliver this to Larkspur. Do not take from it. Do not alter it. Try not to jostle it.
Now, like when we took care of the egg in home ec.
Yeah, you gotta eat it.
I mean, these are like fruit. They're not breakable.
But Snorkul's rolling the fruit.
He loves
Well, now I know the fruit rules.
This is literally forbidden fruit.
I'm good. I'm just going to hold it in my field of vision, constantly not losing sight of it for 1 second.
Snorkul, I'm real peeved right now because you had that really crappy pear back in town, and I really want you to know that there's some good stuff in there, and you're really missing out.
You know, you were right. This stuff looks really good.
No MMOs in there. No magically modified organisms whatsoever.
That's what it stands for.
We're dropping a lot of lore in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I'm not gonna lie to anybody. This looks really good. Like, this is top tier fruit. So
It does. It looks amazing. There's like some plums in there that look incredible. There's an apple. There's some kind of fruits that, Snorkul, you don't even know what they are. They just smell great, though.
I take a sniff.
I ask Elder Moonbark if there was perhaps a backup basket.
We failed before we began.
Filling alone.
Just, I want to make absolutely show, like, this is it. This is the only...
She just said it was it, Stork.
Okay, all right. Just, I'm sorry.
She, if a tree could raise an eyebrow, that is what she's doing. She sighs and puts out her other hand, and is immediately given 2 plums and a pear, and just hands them to you, and is like, "Will this suffice?"
Oh, thank you very much.
I do a sniff.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
I hope we can defeat every boss that we encounter with pure annoyance.
Oh, yeah.
That's my hope for this entire campaign.
Oh, Ken is going to go out and just divvy out the fruit to Tindy, Rico, and Snorkul, and look at Deadward and be like, you wouldn't want this anyway, right?
Okay, I don't want any fruit. I got these jerks.
I defos eat that pear.
I dig in.
All right, in hindsight, could you, Ken, don't take this the wrong way. Could you repeat the thing I told you to do back to me?
No hints either. This is gonna be good.
I can.
Nobody tell them. I want them to do it.
This is like school.
Dude, she's gonna pin a note to your
Told you we were seeing the principal. I told you guys.
We're in school.
Larkspur.
I thought it was Larkschmear.
I thought it was Luxburg. Yeah.
I think he's right.
We're gonna stomp on Jerry's grave.
Snorkul raises his hand like the fucking kiss-up student he is.
Yes, my dear.
We're supposed to see Larkspur. We're not supposed to give him too much information, but we're supposed to give him this basket and alter none of the basket, and he'll know what the basket means.
And you gave me the other fruit so they could eat that and not eat the fruit that's in the basket, right?
And then we're going to prove that Deadward is a good boy.
As long as one of you knows, I'm glad that one of you's the smart one. She points to Snorkul.
Everyone points to themselves and they go, yeah,
It's
me.
My intelligence of 1.
Yeah, I went to contest that, and I have an intelligence of 2. And I'm like,
Me too.
no.
I'm also 2.
I have a wit of 3 because I'm a lateral thinker.
Yeah, we're gonna say bid our friends goodbye.
Where I turned to go, but then I turned back and I'm like, where do we find Larkspur?
Once you leave this clearing, simply say the name, and Larkspur will find you.
Oh, that's creepy.
sick,
That's
dude.
so creepy.
No.
That's so creepy. I don't
You
want
didn't
to.
tell us it was a Candyman situation. Get the fuck out of here.
I beg your pardon.
People are afraid of necromancy. You're gonna do dark magic where you conjure a man up.
What if I accidentally saw a lark and a spear and said that, and then Larkspear's gonna show
Yeah, he's
up?
gonna show up at your house.
That's fucked up.
Despair.
Get the fuck out of here.
You've never seen Moonbark look more confused in your life, Ken. She's just...
No, don't take us the wrong way, Ken, but your people got, like, double standard issues.
I'm with
right?
you. I'm with you on this. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
I gather everybody up in one arm and hold the basket gingerly in the other, and I'm like, okay, we're going.
Peace out. See you in 250 years.
Ken, some trees that you like vaguely recognize are waving at you, including a few little saplings.
Oh, babies.
At least one of them goes, "Bye, Uncle Ken."
Aw.
Your nephews and nieces, or whatever they are.
Throws up a peace sign behind him as he's walking out.
Don't you forget about trees.
I try to conscript one of the pixies to be my friend and come with us.
Do it.
I don't know how. Maybe I'll try to tell him another joke. I was so good at it before.
Charm persuasion, I think.
Sure, okay.
Is what I want.
It's gotta go well this
Oh
time.
no, it's so bad. Okay, and I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna use my hero points, and then I'm gonna use a drive. I get 2 hero points for 2 cards per hero point.
Yep.
Okay, come on.
Oh no.
Rico wants a new pixie friend. Rico does not succeed.
At all?
One success.
All right, what's the pitch?
Hey, wanna be one with us? It lands about the way that you would expect.
Yeah, that sounds pretty creepy.
You turn to just like the nearest pixie to you and say that, and you get a response that's like, "No, I'm good."
Pixie voice.
Keep his voice. Nah.
No good.
No, what's your name though?
I'm trying to pick up this pixie.
He's like already flown away. He's gone.
Whatever your glow was stupid anyway.
Yeah, let's bail.
No, he's not bitter about it. He just thinks like, all right, well, like we are all one, so I'm gonna treat you the way that I want to be treated, and
Oh,
I want to hang out with these bros.
Yeah, we'll be back in town at some point.
Yeah, 250 years.
Maybe.
I don't know how long Deadward Lucas is left.
And I'll be like, where's my buddy the pixie?
Whenever Ken's tree school reunion is.
Oh no! All right, you guys exit the grove, and you find yourselves back onto the main road.
All right, who wants to be the person who has to say this creepy name?
No, we should like form a circle.
Back to back?
I think someone with perfect diction should do it.
Oh, you don't want to
I've already been like, Larkspur! My man!
You have shouted the name into the woods. You hear it kind of echo a little bit.
Cool acoustics.
There is no reply except your own voice.
Where is this guy?
What the fuck? What happened?
Are we out yet? I look behind us. I'm like looking for pixies.
None of them followed you out of the grove. You can, if you turn to look at the grove, there's still a bunch flying around in and amongst the treekin. But
Okay, maybe we gotta like go out a little further.
Why don't we all say it at the same time?
Is it like Beetlejuice? We gotta say it 3 times?
3 times or in a mirror?
Like 3 count, like 1, 2, 3 Larkspur.
let's do
On Larkspur.
on Larkspur.
1, 2, 3, then the name of the guy.
Larkspur.
All right, ready?
Okay, right? 1,
Yeah.
2,
2, 3.
This
Larkspur!
Look around.
Damn.
Nothing.
All right, so the magic is totally not working, right?
Yeah, we got duped.
try turning it off and turning it on again.
I brandish the basket around.
Yeah, we got fruit, man!
It looks good.
Dude!
as you're kind of yelling things into the forest, in this kind of quiet, by now nighttime forest, kind of filled with distant crickets and frog sounds, you hear kind of an incongruous bird call, sort of nearby, just a ah, just like a tiny little bird making a noise.
Just one? There's only one bird making a noise?
Yep, it's the only bird you've heard in a while.
This forest has birds?
It's like a bird that sounds like mildly surprised. Ah!
Rico starts doing it back.
Sorry! Yeah, I start to do crickets. Eat! 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 I'm not good at crickets.
That's a terrible cricket.
Maybe we have to be a bit further out of the forest.
Well, let's walk towards the bird noise, the bird like that we just heard.
We're going there. All right,
let's go there.
Let's stalk off. Can we get an investigation?
Ooh, yeah.
Sure, yeah, if you want it. Do you want to go walk toward the thing and then investigate it?
Oh yeah, I want to sneak. Can I sneak towards it?
A sneak investigation. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Sneak.
You can agility sneaking is like an entering stealth kind of flip.
Okay, I'm gonna enter
you
that
wanna do
stealth
that.
then.
Do
1,
it.
2, 3, 4. What's a Joker do?
Oh, that's a critical fail. That's a 1.
Okay. But what if I have 3 successes?
Okay. Then you have 3 successes and a joker. All right.
Okay, I would like to show you guys the card. This
it
is
says
not good for
foolish.
podcast. It says foolish mortal because it's from
Hardcore.
Haunted Mansion.
Ooh, that's good.
So
love it.
foolish mortal.
Yeah, you try to sneak forward toward the bird call, and you step. You feel that there's something under your scaly foot. You look down, and there is a very angry snake now that is coiling back to bite you.
Normally are.
So you leap back instinctively and just yell wordlessly, completely destroying the element of stealth that you have.
I go full attack mode on the snake now.
Yeah, kill the snake.
Like, if I get startled enough, my crest like goes out and I am spitting. Like it's just.
Hot fire, lady boy.
All right, I want to spit at him. I'm gonna spit at the snake.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is this is a surprise to the snake, so I'm not gonna make you do initiative.
Oh, it's
for
a
this.
surprise to the fucking snake.
Yeah, he just got stepped on out of nowhere. He's confused as anything. Give me agility firearms
Okay, 2.
for your acid spit. I didn't have a stat for acid spit, you guys.
That's great. No, that's been
Oh, it's very, very good.
6 successes.
Oh my god! You fucking vaporized this snake.
The acid goes all the way to the next continent, all the way down.
We're just like,
You just spit at it, and then it's just gone. Like you see it just like get hit by the acid spit, and then it's just out like it never existed. There's a slightly singed spot on the ground.
And the fact is that I never properly saw it in the first place. I was so startled, right? So there was something under my foot. I jumped back, spit instinctively, and then there's just a
murdered it.
hole there. And I'm like, oh, there's no big deal. I was just.
Sweetums flies out of my hair and lands on your shoulder and just starts rubbing on you.
What is up with Sweetums today?
I'm digging this whole Sweetums thing. Yeah, suddenly I'm sweet on Sweetums.
I hope that wasn't Larkspur.
Rico is still confused. Like, what? There wasn't anything there.
As you're all kind of looking at this crater that used to be a small snake, you do hear the same bird call kind of further down the road.
All right, I'm gonna use my survival, and something else. What skill would go to like go find that thing?
I could try and investigate if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it would be wit and then either survival or you could do investigation.
I have 5. What do you have?
Got 4.
Why don't you do it? Because you haven't gotten to do anything in a while.
I can't wait for that Joker to come up. Nope, 1 success.
What? You have a crit.
Yeah, crit. So 2 successes.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea where this bird is. It's just further down the main road.
I think it's down that way. It's either a bird or Cash Money Millionaires. So it's one of those.
Or the baby sound from that Elias.
Oh yes, it could be that too.
I follow my friends.
Should I do my investigation check now?
Yeah, you can if you
I tried
like.
to stealth and investigate.
Oh, that's
and-
right.
Well, you ruined the aspect of stealth there.
But
so.
very interested in investigating still.
What are you trying to investigate? The bird sound? Or-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we jumped in on you with that. Yo, do it too.
Yeah.
No. I was like laying back because I just killed a snake and was just like, all right. Like,
Investigation
happens.
concluded.
yeah, there's nothing there.
Case closed.
Okay, I would like to investigate now. So
All right, wit investigation.
if I fail at this, it's okay. I am.
Oh no.
Good thing we learned about what those jokers did.
Oh no.
Okay, I have 3 successes and a joker.
Again.
God.
That's your favorite.
This joker says a ghost will follow you home.
Oh, it's got all 3 ghosts on it.
Oh, I love those
Yeah,
guys.
it's really cute. It's a really cute little deck. It tastes terrible.
Yeah, you ate one.
Don't do it.
Hi, this is Hadley from Pretend Friends. Don't eat cards. They're not food.
Hey kids, be cool about card safety.
All right. Yeah. So 3 successes and a joker.
You kind of triangulate exactly where this bird is. You and your kind of better sense of hearing.
They got like magnets in their beaks.
I love it.
you've got a clear sense of where this bird is, and you're focusing really hard on that, and then it just hits you like a ton of bricks. Wait a minute, did I just kill a snake? And you're so distracted by this like dawning thought of like, I just vaporized a snake. It just completely obliterates any other thoughts, and you totally forget to say anything.
I get really low to the ground, and I start whispering that I'm sorry, that we are all one, and that it was my mistake entirely. You know, sorry, man. So I'm just doing that now. Like, I'm just whispering to the ground.
Yo, this dinosaur is crazy.
I lift my basket a little higher up.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna decide to walk behind this dinosaur and not in front.
Do I hear bird noises? Larkspur?
Larkspur? Lark?
I get.
Wait, it seems like it likes you, Snorkul.
I hold the basket high. All right.
Walk once if you need help. Twice if we're on the right path. Yes!
Snorkul, keep talking to it.
So wait, we gotta go up.
Hello, Larkspur. My name is Snorkul. I'm on a quest with my friends, and we need your help to find some necromancers.
Don't give too much away.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that was out of
dude.
character.
You told him the whole plot.
You forgot about what the old majesty said.
You guys,
I can't-
you did ask Snorkul to speak for you.
Oh,
just
Yeah,
now.
I can't lie.
I just thought that Larkspur maybe liked Snorkul because it was making a lot of noise toward him.
Is that no?
Is that a no?
Oh no! Wait, one means we're in danger. They're in danger, or does one mean we're in danger?
No.
The binary system on this discussion is not working.
No, it's not detailed
It's
enough
either
for us.
yes or I'm in danger.
That's too specific. You are hearing this cawing from further down the road.
Can I follow the cawing?
Yes. As you get kind of closer to the source of this bird noise, you see like a little flutter out of the corner of your eyes, and as you look, a very small black bird with little like kind of peach pink tips to its wings flits down from a tree and just kind of perches, or not perches, but just kind of sits in the road in front of you and just goes, "Ah," and then starts hopping down the road.
Okay.
Why would he can just fly, dummy.
It turns its tiny little bird head to you and goes, "Ah."
Spirit magic. I'm gonna try and figure out if this is actually the larkspur that we're looking for.
Good
if it's just a
call.
hungry ass bird.
Good call.
Crazy for fruit.
You are waving a thing of fruit at a bird and expecting it not to get excited.
To investigate the bird.
Can I use spirit magic for that, or
You can, or I think this is an Arcana check technically.
okay? I can do Arcana.
Because you're trying to figure out the nature of the magic involved here.
All right. 3 successes.
3. Okay. As you're looking at this bird, you focus and kind of remember your teachings from your days as a sorcerer's apprentice, and you kind of reach out to identify what this magic is.
My head's waving around. I'm like feeling the.
Yeah, you're getting your tail swishing, you're getting the mood. What you sense is that this is a bird. This is not a shape-shifted person. This is a bird. But it is preternaturally intelligent. It is freakishly intelligent for a bird. It is attempting to communicate. It just doesn't, it only speaks bird. But you can sense a strong enchantment on this bird.
Do I know any bird?
I don't know. Do you know any bird? Flip intelligence survival.
All right.
Flip intelligence streetwise to know if you
hoping for
speak
survival.
bird.
got streetwise.
Does Tindy speak bird?
You should do it. You should do it, because I want to see if you can speak bird.
Is the bird poop a parrot? Alright, intelligence.
Intelligence
Two, three,
streetwise.
1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3,
God damn, dude.
He's killing it.
4, 5, 6,
This
7,
motherfucker speaks bird.
5, 6, 7.
Tindy, you speak bird fluently. You are so good at bird. You know exactly what this bird is saying.
Let me just write that down in my notes here.
Tindy's been hanging out with us this entire time and just holding out.
Let me write that in my notes in all caps. Tindy speaks
Bird.
Capital.
fucking bird.
Fluent bird.
Fluent bird. Damn, dude.
Yeah, holding out on the bird.
You know exactly what this bird is trying to say, and at that crack about how it could fly and doesn't need to walk, its responding, was, yeah, I could fly, but you motherfuckers are so stupid. I had to lead you.
Damn, sassy ass bird.
Tindy, would you care to translate that for us?
Because the bird said that we're dumb as hell and we don't like look up or whatever. It's just, I don't know, he's mad at us or some shit.
Frankly, no shade, fair assessment by the bird.
Now he's saying something else. Hold on. Let me translate it. It's hard with...
Translated, that last one was, come on.
Oh, we're gonna follow the bird.
Following the bird.
Follow that bird.
It starts hopping on its two little feet down the path.
All right, let's follow it.
I try to scoop it up in my mouth and like carry it like a crocodile. You know those crocodiles with the toothbirds? I try to do that. I'm like kind of gesturing at my mouth like hop in.
Are you trying to scoop it or ask it if it wants to be scooped?
I'm gesturing like get in my mouth.
Which Tindy you immediately recognizes. What the fuck? Absolutely not.
The bird
I don't want to go in the weird crocodile mouth.
I just saw you spit acid onto the ground and kill a snake. I just think it's my best
You
friend.
just murdered Larry.
Larry and Jerry.
They were part of a comedy duo. It was bad.
The bird says that ain't gonna happen, Rico.
Rico does a shrug. Rico learned what a shrug is. We invented shrugs.
I just learned this.
Check it out.
Snorkul swug.
It's catching on. It's lighting the world on fire.
Hi, I'm
Everybody's doing it.
Hi, I'm Snorkul and I invented irony.
The bird keeps hopping and then keeps like, as you guys are kind of being too slow, keeps like circling back into little circles of hops, and then you follow the bird for a few minutes as the road kind of winds. And after about 10 minutes of walking, the bird stops and lets out a final little caw and then flies away. And you are standing in front of what looks like the ruins of what used to be a tower in the woods. It looks like it used to be a watchtower that was above the tree line. It is now completely collapsed. There are huge stones from the sides of this thing kind of scattered
Oh
around.
man, there's gonna be ghosts in this thing.
It's a round building, or it was. And what's remaining is some of the walls of the first floor. The doorway is there, but the door is kind of in pieces, rotted away in the middle of it. And it's very hushed here. There's a layer of moss over this whole ruin, and the bird has left.
I thank Larkspur and I hang the basket up in a tree, assuming they're going to want it later.
Are they Larkspur? We don't know if the bird
Well,
Flew away.
was
Rico ascertained this, but did not share.
I assume.
But we also don't know that Larkspur is a person at all.
That's true. That's true.
We were told that Larkspur would guide us. A lark is a bird. That was a bird. I feel like I have enough.
Could also be a boot with spurs on it for all we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Snorkul says, I hear what you're saying. I'm going to make the executive decision. That was Larkspur, and this is a necromancer hut. And I'm
Snorkel's like, well, it seems like we need to wrap the episode up, so let's quit arguing about it and get what we need to get.
Well, let's peek inside then.
I'm just saying we could vacillate on this topic for a very long time.
I wouldn't vacillate with you standing around. I'd do that in private.
Or we could thank the bird for taking us to this location.
You want me to thank the bird in
bird?
language?
What are you asking? What are you saying to the bird, Tindy?
I said, thank you, Master Bird Man. Also, what
Gender.
was your name? Also, you have a pretty wings.
Tindy, you hear a response kind of sung this time from nearby. No longer single cause, but like a whole phrase kind of sung out in song. You're welcome. My name is Cheryl.
Damn it.
Aw.
And also, go inside and remember to knock twice.
Ooh, knock twice.
She said we gotta knock twice, Cheryl. Her name was Cheryl, I think.
Yeah, I also heard her say, in your face, Snorkul.
My bad.
I knock twice on the door and open it up.
You knock twice on the remains of one door,
Yeah.
and like the planks just fall in.
Okay, that's not what I expected to happen.
The
All right.
inside of this tower is very dark. It's been kind of grown over with cobwebs and moss. Inside is what used to be an office or a study. There are bookshelves collapsed all around, and the remains of tomes soaked through with stagnant water, as they've been sitting in puddles for years.
We're gonna get the black mold.
The center of the room looks like it was once kind of a seating area, but the floor itself has given way to mud, and is kind of filled with a pool of water. There are beams from what was the ceiling above, kind of scattered throughout the room, just spiking up out of the mud. This place is pretty devastated. But as you knock twice, you hear, and there's this echo through the place that almost vibrates with magical energy. And you see individually around the interior of this tower, tiny little runes carved into the walls start lighting up one by one until there's a faint green glow throughout the room.
Ghosts.
I twemble with my basket.
Spirit
Rico.
magic time?
I was just gonna say, I was gonna be like, Rico, what's the oneness of this room feel like to you?
Feels like a lot of ones. I'm gonna roll for it.
Wit Arcana.
3. Ooh. Actually 3 successes.
Nice.
One of them is the Queen of Hearts, but it only counts as one, so
Yeah,
fine.
you don't.
Okay. 3
I have
successes.
a crit counting as one.
So you kind of get closer to the runes. You step into the tower proper,
Sniffing.
aware that he can kind of decode what this is.
Smelling the magics.
Rico, as you feel the magic, as you get a sense for what this enchantment is, you're aware that, oh, this enchantment, it's a lock. And you turn around to say, hey guys, it's a lock. And as you think that, suddenly the previously in pieces on the door ground flies back up, reassembles, and is shut behind you.
What?
Ghost door.
You find yourselves trapped in the inside of this tower. Around you, these huge timbers that used to make up the ceiling of this place rise from the ground and slowly come together, and they fit into place into a huge, hulking, vaguely humanoid shape. Vines shoot up all of its limbs and form musculature, and this thing towers up at you. And we will flip initiative next time on Pretend Friends.
Thank you for listening to Pretend Friends. Our theme music is written by Ace Waters. You can find more of his work at acewaters.com. Fantasy Hour is written and developed by Hadley St. Clair with help from Super Try Studios. You can find more from Hadley on Twitter at Had St. Clair. That's HADSTCLAIR. Pretend Friends is made by Josh Henderson, Kevin Cole, Nick Murphy, and Paul Ritchey. You can follow us on Twitter at pretend_friends and send us an email at heypretendfriends@gmail.com.